So I'm making a little introductory video to Robotify. Remember, you get here through the cloud and Clever. I'm not going to put that in the video. Then you're going to scroll down. If you've already started your classes, they'll be in continued course. If not, you'll scroll down. And we're doing Robotify Basic. You'll see there are 9 classes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This video is just on movement, okay? And the basics on how to use Robotify. So we'll just wait for it to load. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about when it loads is the interface. Now, interface is like when you play a video game, the interface is the screen and all of the options around the screen. So the buttons and things you push. So you can see that I'm done. So your screenshot for your assessment would be this because it would show that 8 has been completed and done. But we're going to start over because if you're watching this video, you probably haven't done any of it or you've only done a couple levels and were confused. So down at the bottom, you will see the directions, okay? On the side, you see the drawers, which I can open and close, okay? Now, if I click this button, I can actually get a white workspace. If you're having a hard time seeing because of resolution, this is a good way to do it. And you have the ball over here and then your output, which we won't use in this lesson, but in the second lesson you will. So down here are the directions. It says open the movement drawer, find the move robot forward at current speed block. So let's say I have no idea what they're talking about. Okay, move robot forward at current speed. I see it, but let's say that I don't. If I click right here, this little, it's called a caret. If I click right here, this up arrow, it shows me what the block looks like. So I can then find this, okay, and put it in here. Now you'll see this level 1 is movement 1. The first 3 levels are learn levels. The next 3 levels are quiz questions where it asks you to do something. And then you have an easy challenge level. And then level 8 is a hard challenge level. That's why it's the assessment. Okay, so we're still in learning. Learning, you just do exactly what it says. It's very easy. Okay, I'm going to click next. It says in the loops drawer, loops, find the wait 1 second. Okay, so it's right here, wait 1 second. Slot it. Okay, so these are puzzle pieces. See how they fit together? I'm going to slot it into the bottom of the move robot block, change the 1 to a 3. So it should look like that. I come up here and delete just on the keyboard the 1 and make it a 3. Remember, you can pause these videos and everything. Find the stop robot in the movement board. Now, it's red, so I know it's in movement because they're color-coded. I'm going to scroll down to stop robot. Okay, again, I can open that up and see stop robot. It matches. Slide it into the bottom of the wait block. Click next. Click the red play button. Now, my play button is green. A couple people said theirs was blue, but it is the play button. Okay, like on YouTube, anywhere, it's a play button. Click play. We'll see our guy move and stop. Now I'm done. Now this is not what you turn a screenshot in of, right? Because it's only level 1. Okay, you turn in a screenshot of having way up here done. If you're in a level that's really, really hard and you're having a hard time and you want to make sure you're getting credit, you can turn the screenshot in early, but I'm not going to grade it until you're done. Okay, now directions have changed because I am on movement level 2. In the movement drawer, find the set robot speed block. Set robot speed. So it's got a little puzzle piece. Set robot speed. Set robot speed. Slide it on top of the move robot block. Okay, I'm going to click next. Open the math drawer and find the number block. Now we use this a lot. This is a little puzzle piece with a 0 in it. I use it anywhere I need to put a number that maybe doesn't have one. Okay, open it, slide it into the open slot of the set speed block. Click next. Change the 0 in the field, this is the field, of the number block to 10. Okay, next. Click the forward and change it to backwards. Okay, so this is a drop down block. I'm going to drop down. So now I say set robot speed to 10, move the robot backward at the current speed, wait 3 seconds, and then stop. Okay, I'm done. Movement 3, again, it's a learn level, so I'm just going to do exactly what it asked me to do. In the movement drawer, find the turn robot clockwise by 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm looking for that. Clockwise by 90 degrees. Okay, there's 2 of them. This one says 90. This one has a puzzle piece, so I want this one. Slide it on top of the set speed block. Okay, click next. Click clockwise, change it to counterclockwise. It says of the turn block. So see, this is turning. Turn robot is the turn block. In the movement drawer, find turn robot clockwise by blank degrees. Well, that's the one we just saw, right? That was almost the same. It has a puzzle piece missing. So turn clockwise that puzzle piece, right? So it's missing. So slide it underneath the turn. So I'm going to go right here. If I hover, it's going to open and I can drop it in right there. Okay, now what do you think we're going to put right there? Probably a number block, right? Let's see what it says. Slot a number block, right? So number block is this little guy right here. Change it to 45. Okay, so 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees. Find robot steering, puzzle piece. Put it between the move and wait. So let's see, steering, put it between the move and the wait. Now, if I get an error, it usually tells me what the error is. I'm not going to make any errors yet, but I'll make one on purpose in a sec, just so you can see. Use a number block, our little handy dandy guy, 0.25. Okay, it's right here. Run your code. So let's click our play button. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to turn counterclockwise by 90 degrees. That's a 90-degree angle. Then I'm going to turn the other direction by half of that. My speed is 10, and I'm going to move backwards at the current speed. The steering, which I'm not sure what that is. Maybe we'll figure it out, right? Wait. So first thing I'm going to do is see this blue button. That's going to put me back at the home location. Okay. I'm going to click that. So I'm spinning around. I'm going to move. See, I'm moving backwards and stop. I'm going to click continue. Now, these are the quiz levels. So instead of telling me exactly what to do, it's going to ask me to do something. So this says the blocks the blocks presented will move hamster backward for 10 seconds. Change them so he will move forward for 4 seconds. So I see the number 10 twice. I see set robot speed at 10 and wait 10. Well, this is saying seconds. So I'm going to change this one to 4 and backwards. So I'm going to just change that and see what it tells me. That's not quite right. Try again. So it's a quiz level. The first time, it's not going to tell me what to do, right? So I'm going to leave it. Let's see if it tells me again. Nope. So forward. Okay. Now let me change something else. I'm trying to see if it'll give me an error, just so you can see what an error looks like. So incorrect solution. It should be 10. So see how it gave me the little error right there? So some mistakes it'll give you a hint on, and some mistakes it won't. It depends on the error. But I should be right now. You wrote code. Good job. Okay. Now 5. The blocks presented will move hamster forward at a speed of 10. Change it so it'll go to a speed of 5. So this is asking you to figure out which one is the speed, right? So not seconds. I see speed right here. I'm going to change it to 5. So see, this really isn't hard. I'm just doing what it asks. Now, in some of the other levels, it's a little more difficult, but the concept is the same. Task complete. Quiz 3. The blocks presented will turn hamster counterclockwise by 60 degrees. Replace this block with a different set of blocks that will do the same thing. So, if you remember, we saw this, didn't we? We saw a block that looks exactly like this, but it has a puzzle piece missing. So my assumption is that that's what I'm going to do. So if I come down here, see I have that one, then I have this one. See how they're almost the same? Okay, I just need to put my little number block. Now, I just got to make a match. See how that's the exact same thing, just a different way. Okay, and the reason I have this one is because maybe instead of number block, maybe I have a mathematical formula or something I need to do to figure out the degrees. There's a lot of different reasons why I might want to have a puzzle piece to put. Okay, it just depends on what code I'm writing. So let's see next. Remember, you can delete blocks by dragging them. So while I'm doing one thing, is teaching me little things about the interface at the same time. This is called experience before knowledge, okay, which is a way I like to teach my class because I don't need to know how to delete something until I need to delete it. So it's telling me now how to do it. Okay, so this is the one I don't need. So if I drag it over here, it's going to open. Okay, no more to do, so that must be what I need to do. Now, this is the first test level, okay? So it's a little harder. So open the movement drawer and find the block that will move the hamster a set distance, okay? So I look through all the blocks. This isn't distance, this isn't distance, that's not distance. This is move to a certain place. This is the only one that has a distance. So centimeters is a distance, right? This is moving it, but this is to a specific place. So this would be the set distance because it gave me blank centimeters, right? So use this new block to move the hamster forward by 100 centimeters. So I need my little, I know I say handy dandy a lot. Been watching Blue's Clues. Just put it in here and change it to 100. See, a little harder than the quiz questions, but still not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna click go. And that's it. Okay, so now I'm all the way to the test level. Okay, so I'm not going to solve the test level for you in this tutorial because you need to have done everything yourself, right? But what's it asking me to do? Let's think about that. So use the blocks in the movement drawer only. Now, some people solve this with loops, and that's okay, but you don't have to. You can do this just in the movement drawer. So let me show you where you're trying to get to first. See over here? See right there, the little arrow? That's where you're trying to get to. So remember, when you're writing your code and testing it, you need to hit the blue to put it back in the home location or your code might not work. So some people that had issues with this, they're trying to figure out how to get it the set distance and get it over there, but they kept forgetting to reset it to the middle. Okay, so there are turn blocks. Okay, we don't need, it doesn't matter how fast. If you could figure out what the distance was, you could put that. There's lots of different ways to do it, but I'm going to leave that for you to do, and that's the end of this video. Okay, now remember, it saves your progress. To get your test grade, you would take a picture of your code after you write it with the 8, okay? Or the screen that pops up after this level that says you've completed movement level, that would show that you had your code. Those are the two things that you could turn in for your assessment level. Now, let's say on a harder level, you're having a hard time even getting past level 6. Well, you could screenshot showing you're at level 6 and turn that in. One, that signals me that you need help, and I can go in and give you a grade until you're done. If you're ever having trouble with the level, remember that, especially if you're at home, you could stop that lesson and you could go pick a new one. So we have movement, sensing, logic, and loops. Let's say you're on logic and you're having a hard time. Well, take a break from logic and switch to loops, okay? Because that is just the best way to use your time wisely. So that's the end of this video. I will make one for a couple more levels, so be on the lookout.